The guys down the street, but the topic is heat. CG Law give them truth, and Coach I give them facts. And Coach Gray know he ain't even gon' play. Got new action today, a new season today. About to start a new way.
All right, welcome in to another episode of Guys Down the Street, man. We finally got the trio of local dudes back together again. You know what I'm saying? But that's what it is. We the local dudes down the street. You know, life come into play when you're trying to get together. What's going on, fellas?
What's up?
Got my man,
guys.
My man Megatron coming from the workout.
Yeah, boy, we doing a car vlog.
Yeah. What time you be getting
podcast right there?
What time you be going to the gym on Sunday morning?
Sundays I try to sleep in, man, because I really don't get much sleep during the week. So on Sundays I try to sleep in a little bit, and then I try to get at least 7.5, 8 hours, and then I'll go get up and go do my cardio. But normally I get there about 10 o'clock. But today was just I had to take a shit before I left, so that slowed me down.
Hey, you got to start putting it in the schedule. 30 minutes.
Hey, that's why I text you said, man, it's gonna be like 12:30.
I was like, why you say twice? I said, what's 30 minutes? I'm like, I don't know what doesn't happen in 30 minutes. Okay.
Well, I said, I said, if you ain't ready at 12, you ain't ready at 12:30. But I understand.
I try to, I try to do on the weekends. I try to do an hour to an hour and a half of cardio.
Yeah.
I got to get that hour in because during the week I only get about 40 minutes.
Yeah. Okay.
About 40, 45. So I try to do an hour and a half on weekend.
Straight one type of cardio, you do multiple.
Nah, I stick to the stair mill. I stay on the stair mill for the whole hour.
That's one machine I miss.
Yeah, that stair mill is for real.
Yeah.
Now I like the stair mill, but your heart rate can go up and down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sometimes I prefer the treadmill because the treadmill I can put it on like an 8 incline and walk 2.6, and my heart rate will never go past 135.
Okay.
Yeah.
Trying to stay in the fat burn
zone. Yeah, it's steady 135. That stair mill, this shit might go 140, 142, 129, 138, 150. Your heart rate all over the place, but
yeah,
I like it though. You know what I mean? It do what it do.
Hey, that's what's up.
That's what I'm trying to cut this weight down for a show later on. So
you doing the show this year?
Yeah, but I'm gonna try to, man.
Okay, all right.
That's my plan. It's gonna be like after summer or something like that.
I was about to say how many weeks out. How many weeks out you are?
Around the fall. You talking about some months right now. I probably won't really start getting more serious with my more eating until around, I guess, August, September, October. Nah, probably July.
Oh, okay.
July, September. Yeah.
I got you.
That's what's happening.
Around July, I'll probably start doing about 5-6 meals a day. Now I do 5, but it's like 3 main meals and 2 shakes. But see, once I start getting in show prep, it'll be like 1 shake, and the rest of them be like meals.
Oh, all right then. That's what's up. Hey, I ain't trying to get show ready. I am trying to get that drop some pounds for the. I don't know about that show ready. That's a different kind of workout right there. That's some more. I can't even do that though. I can't give up the sweets like that.
I'm trying to get pool invites for next year when this COVID down there. You know what I mean? Pool invites. I'm ready. Shirt off all summer.
Hey man, so we want to go ahead and get into the topic, man. I wanted to talk more about money and black wealth, kind of like continue on what I did last week with KC talking about the homeowners ownership and insurance. But y'all get a chance to read the articles I sent y'all? I know, Gray, you had already.
I read it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I read it.
What caught my eye is the title. One of the titles said, it ain't buying Jordans that's keeping the wealth gap like it is, even though I still think we buy too many Jordans, but the act of just buying Jordans ain't what's keeping black people down. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's rough out here. You know what I'm saying? Where I know, Gray, you used to watch Blackish, when he said we have to dress the part to get the part that you already had. Now, was that did you see that episode?
I remember him saying that, yeah, but that that's always been there. We got to dress like we already have something.
What's funny?
Hey,
because the spinoff on Netflix to Blackish, the Black AF, he had he went to a fancy dinner with like a lot of white people, and he was you know how we do. We dressed up, we got necklace on, we dressed to the T. And then when the chauffeur, or not chauffeur, the valet go get his car, it's like, I don't know, it was like a Ferrari or something. And then his boss pulled up in like a economy, what's them electric cars, and Prius. Yeah, he was like, nah, if I had to pull up in the Prius, wouldn't nobody even let me in this restaurant. So it's like a double standard, you know what I'm saying? It's like Gerald got, what kind of car you got, Gerald?
Right now I'm in my Charger.
You know what I'm saying?
2020 wide body, custom wide body.
Yeah,
you gotta put that in.
I say that you ain't finding one.
But if you like you know what I'm saying, you just established that you a bodybuilder, you a big dude. You show up in a in a old, you know what I'm saying, Ford Tempo. They be like, this dude ain't got no money. He big, he threatening. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't know. It's
fail from the beginning.
I don't know. They might look at it like that. I guess it all depends on.
You think you get them same looks when you pull up in your Charger?
When I pull up in the Charger, they think I'm somebody.
That's my point.
Play ball or something.
This is my.
But when I pull up in my, but I guess it's difficult when I pull up in my coupe, my G37. I mean, it's almost not the same, but it's almost like.
It ain't like pulling up. It ain't like you pulling up. It ain't like you pulling up in no Prius.
Right. I mean, we look at out of shell of a person, you see that they kind of, they might have your gym wear on. You're looking like, okay, he's at the gym, huh? I don't know. I guess it might be different for me than somebody else.
Talk about like Gray. Tell them about like when we.
If I had the frame I have, if I probably look.
But it's like you gotta look the part, because if you don't look the part, then you can't get the part, which lends to why, or at least some, not all, but why a lot of black people spend more money on items than white people do. Because if we don't look the part, then we can't get the part. Because I can't show up in no hoodie. If I show up in a hoodie, then it's all like, now I'm a thug. You know what I'm saying? So if Mark Zuckerberg show up in a white t-shirt or a hoodie, this is what wealthy people do. We save money. We don't buy a lot. But
if you take a black technology guy and says every day the same day, they're calling that man poor. They're not calling that man smart and frugal.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why, historically we spend more items on stuff, which lends to why we're trying to always catch up. You know what I'm saying? If we could just think, if it was acceptable, Gerald, just roll in just some jogging pants and a t-shirt, and they say, well, hey man, Gerald's smart with his money, man. You know what I'm saying? It's jogging pants and a t-shirt. But that ain't the case. If you show up in jogging pants, t-shirt to your little girl parent-teacher conference, they think you coming in there to beat the teacher up.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. But I think in some instances, though, you do have a lot more of men like us in power who not dressing in suits no more.
Yeah.
So that stereotype is slowly changing. Like I posted something just now at the gym of a guy of a DJ Envy's, I guess the Breakfast Club.
Yeah.
They was doing a show with a guy called Wall Street Trap.
Wall Street Trader. Oh yeah, the Trap Trader or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, he spent 10 years in jail and got out and got into cryptocurrency and all that. And he was like, look, kids, you're gonna always catch me in the hood. Are you gonna always? Because it's I guess it's slowly changing. You know what I mean? You have to always have a suit on to be taken serious.
Yeah, not necessarily even.
It's just all about your mouthpiece. You know what I mean?
Not necessarily even a suit though. Like honestly, I think it's to the type of car you drive. Let's say you're going to buy a house, You show up in your car, I don't know, whatever. It ain't no car that look like you got money. Then a lot of times the agent won't think you serious about buying no house. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, or you go into a store where you got money. Again, Mark Zuckerberg or Tesla dude, or like you said, the Wall Street trap dude. He ain't wearing no suit, but he ain't showing up in no t-shirt and jeans like Gray was talking about. Like, you know, like some of these, like Bill Gates might do, and they say, well, Bill Gates, this is why Bill Gates got a lot of money, because he, you know, he don't spend a lot on Jordans, or he don't spend a lot on polos or Nautica or whatever.
Yeah. There was a meme going around like that a long time ago where they show what Bill Gates had on, like some jeans, some raggedy jeans, some old shoes, and then they showed another rich black man. He had on all of this high price stuff, and they had the name tag beside. But see, I don't think the materialistic thing is a sin in our community. I think what it is that people have an impression of us that they assume we don't have something. We don't dress a certain way. We're not flamboyant with our money, showing it on our name tags and stuff on what we have on. They assume the worst.
Yeah.
They don't assume the best. Like, okay, he's saving for a house, so that's why he just drove up in this raggedy piece of crap because he doesn't want his debt to income ratio to be high. No, they say, well, he can't afford this house. Like, you know,
Yeah.
Right.
I don't have the extravagant cars right now. I've downsized a lot, but $1,000 house, and of course, the first look at me was, can he afford that? You know, the impression that I received was, is he just coming to look, or what is he coming to do? And I'm thinking, okay, whatever. It's just, you know, I don't let it bother me because I know in my heart I know what I can do.
Yeah.
So I don't care.
I mean, at the end of the day, that's like Gerald said, it's slowly changing, but you can't let it, you know, get in your head. But a lot of times we do let it get in. Like on our community Facebook page, bro. Like they'll put like, oh, it's a suspicious character walking on the walk path. First of all, it's a walk path.
Yeah.
First of all, it's for walking. It's for walking. But if
suspicious guys walking the woods,
yeah, but if it's, you know, if it's one of us and we walk in and we look like we dress the part, then they less likely to think that we suspicious. You know what I'm saying? It's like, why I gotta be suspicious? It's a walk path.
Yeah.
Right.
So I don't know, man.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Because yesterday, I mean, we were just out, and yeah, I had on a hoodie, had on an Adidas hoodie and some jeans and some sweatpants. But we were going to look at this house because we had looked at it. Not saying, oh, I can afford it. I'm not trying to say all of that.
Yeah.
But the point being, it shouldn't have been a situation of where when I was coming toward the door, your face got grim.
Yeah.
Like I'm about to waste my time.
Exactly.
And it could be the fact that, hey, you just, as a black person, you just feel that way when you look at people. But you're mindful of that kind of stuff when it's happening. Because you know it's happened before.
That's the thing. So, it's like you always have to be mindful of it, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I wasn't cool with that, but the house was fucking bad.
Where was the house at? Was it up the street in that neighborhood you was telling me?
It was in Simpsonville, yeah. It was like all new technology, everything. Like your shower turned on for you. You walk in it, had the set monitor.
700,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they get you. Hey man, I'm gonna tell you. What's funny? I was talking to my kids last night. We was out and about, and you know, my kids, they always get Christmas money every year, and my daughter was like, she said something like, well, I got $1,000 last year and I'm gonna spend all my money. I was like, well, hold up now. I was like, you getting to that age where you need to start saving your money. I was like, ain't nothing wrong with spending your money, but you need to start saving it. And maybe we need to start getting you into investing some of your money. So when you burn 35, 40, you don't forget about this little money that you got.
Right.
I was like, I was like, you live in an era that I didn't live in coming up. I was like, I'm not gonna allow y'all to sit and just blow y'all money away. I was like, that's why I don't buy y'all the most expensive shoes. I said, that's why I don't buy the most expensive shoes. I buy stuff within my budget.
Yeah. Still
look good. The shoe costs $200 or $60. I'd rather have 3-4 pair of shoes than go out and buy one shoe that costs $300.
That's right.
No doubt.
You know what I mean? So and I tell her, I was like, that's why in a material world that you got to meet the Joneses everything you do. I was like, don't get into that habit. I was like, ain't nothing wrong with spending a couple, $200-$300 on something that you want to buy. but the rest of your money, start saving it because you're gonna need that money as you get older.
Yeah,
You get older, you're gonna start having bills. But the difference is now you guys can invest your little money into different stocks.
right.
And I'm talking about the
Right.
little kid that got $3,500 off GameStop off a $100 investment.
Yeah.
The little kid was 10, 12 years old, something like that.
Well, that's why I tell my son, like when his aunt or grandma's give him money, I was like, well, 20% or whatever they give you, I don't care if they give you $5, 20% going in your savings account. Because like you said, you take that little money that you really don't need none of that money right now because we already giving you what you need. But I let you spend, spend your money, spend the other money, but 20% of it, regardless of what it is going into the savings.
Yeah.
And I also try to teach them, like, you ain't got to buy every upgrade on Fortnite. I was like, think about this. If you buy this mod pack on Minecraft or this whatever on Fortnite, and then you got $10 and you spend $10 to get that update. Now you ain't got no money till the next time you get some, which you don't know when that's going to be.
Right.
And then one of your friends say, you just got update number 1. Now your friends say, well, you going to get update number 2? Now you ain't got no money. I was like, you got to pick and choose, man. You can't try to buy every single update as soon as you get some money. And the other day I was proud of him, man. Like, he initially said he wanted an update. He asked his mama. And then he's like, you know what, mama? I think I'm going to wait because there might be another update.
No, I mean, that's what it takes. Like with, it's funny because, I mean, I'm a shoe hound, just like y'all. We buy shoes, but we buy shoes just like Gerald said, smart prices.
Yeah,
they look good, and eventually this shoe gonna be hot.
Yeah,
I got a closet full of shoes. Now guess what? My son wear the same size I wear, maybe a size less. So he walk out of here every day with a different pair of shoes on. But it ain't stressing me out because I've already paid for those shoes a long time ago when they caught them on sale at the Nike outlet. Now his generation think they hot because there's a big age gap. So he's like, hey, can I get those so-and-sos? And I'm like, yeah, I don't care. And the reason being is that money's already spent. You didn't ask me to go to the store and get those. I bought those when they were on sale for like $60. Now all of a sudden they're hot and they're $150 on StockX or somewhere like that. So I'm like, yeah, you can wear them. So it's just, I don't know. I told him you got to think ahead with your money because what you think is important to you right now won't mean shit to you in 10 years.
That's right.
So,
and a lot of this stuff, like Gerald,
that dollar will never change.
A lot of this
that
stuff,
that outfit.
A lot of this stuff, like Gerald was saying, we didn't get a lot of this because our parents didn't know. It's not that they didn't want to teach us. Our parents just didn't know little stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's like they was just living and trying to make it. And it's like, if you just financial education, like, you know what I'm saying? How, like you say, Gerald, like, you're going to have bills later on. Like, you don't know what it is. Or when you turn 16, you're going to need a car. Or if you were trying to get back and forth to work or whatever you're trying to do, now you got you a little down payment. Or if nothing else, you got you a little fund you can pull gas from. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
there you go.
It's like all that stuff add up, man. You know what I'm saying? Like Gerald say, give his kids money. It's like Isaiah get money for Christmas. And then if you put, man, like I said, you don't really need none of that money because your parents still buying you the stuff you want. You know what I'm saying? Like all of us done bought our sons, PlayStations or Xboxes or whatever. So it's not like they actually have to spend the money. So why not save the money? And then that way it can build up, especially if you're starting real young.
That's how I'm gonna say. That type of education, it starts at home now. That it helps them in the future, and when they get older. Like I mentioned to my daughter last night that, I mentioned to both of them, Lord willing, once they reach 11th grade, I start them a savings account. So when they graduate, she's like, well, I don't have an account. I was like, you do have an account. I'm just not gonna give it to you.
Yeah, exactly.
You'll get it. You'll get it when you graduate.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But I was like, I'm not gonna put it in the bank because you don't get no interest. But I'm putting like a credit union or something like that. We have a little bit of interest on your money. But when I give you this money is not for you to go out here and blow. This money is for you to just survive, getting gas, little stuff here and there. But I was like, we're gonna start. I was like, even me, I just got into stocks and all this cryptocurrency stuff last year. I didn't know. I still know nothing about it. I'm still learning. I'm trying to learn on my own. But I was like, we all gonna go through this thing together, and we're gonna get this money because this is where it's at. You gotta have to invest your money, invest in, just invest in stuff instead of going out blowing your money on stuff that you don't really need.
Yeah, because when I along with those articles I had sent you, I was looking at something that said, you know, the more money, if you a wage earner, it's just a regular workforce. The more money you earn, the more taxes you pay. You get up to the point where you earning like hundreds of thousands of dollars. Now you paying 40% of that money in taxes. But the people who really make the money is the entrepreneurs and the investors, because the residual income you get from both of those, you pay less taxes on. So you're right. Like they're investing. I'm telling you, like I ain't big on the entrepreneurship because I can always find a way that my business ain't gonna work. I'm like my own worst critic. So the investing, the investing is my route. Like I have to go that route.
Yeah.
So I'm like Gerald. I'm trying to look into the like I'm doing a little crypto, getting into the little penny stocks finally. And I know, Gray, that's your area. You like the penny stocks. So
yeah, I've kind of gotten away from those, but because it's so flooded. But I'm like, you know, up and coming stuff I always get into and get right out of. I actually, right when the pandemic started tapering off, got back into the airlines, bought in, finally could get into Delta because the prices were so low. American Airlines, of course, is still fluctuating, and then the small ones, JetBlue, Southwest. Southwest is not low. Southwest is pretty expensive stock, but I started getting into those, and I poured a lot of money to that. And it's actually paid off, but I'm about to get out because now it's about to be flooded. So
yeah,
it's out there. It's out there for you to actually make those moves. And, you know, you just have to keep your ear to the grind, man, because everything just can't come across the TV. You have to find out, okay, what is the American population needing right now? Because we're consumers. And once we're consumers, we're consumers. And I tell you, man, and I'm not a fan of Kanye, but I love him to death because I bought that Gap stock when it plummeted during the pandemic.
Yeah.
And then Yeezy signed on. Thank the Lord, Yeezy signed on because it's beautiful right now. So
it's like
it's out there.
That's all it takes is a celebrity or somebody to tweet it. Like didn't the Tesla dude tweet about Dogecoin the other day, and then Dogecoin went up like 1,400%. I don't know, it was a crazy number.
My little dude Lex had hit me with that. He said, "Hey, get this Dogecoin because Elon Musk is supposed to text about it. He's supposed to tweet about it." Yeah, and I was like, "All right, I'm gonna go out here and grab a little bit of something because I'm gonna go with you a little bit." Did that, skyrocket. And I let him handle that part because he's more into the cryptocurrency. So when he tells me to do something, I do it. Younger generation, smart, brainy kid, you know that?
Yeah.
And I when he tells me to do it, I just do it. But, you know, as far as like basic stocks and stuff like that, where I can actually look at the information myself, that's what I do. But the cryptocurrency stuff, and your guy, you turned me on to. Shout out to Robbie Norton.
Oh yeah,
my boy.
Yeah, Robbie be on it now. Robbie be on it. Robbie hit me to some game. You know, I'm like, but that's what it is. It's about, like I say, passing on education. Like as far as the investing, I know Gerald, you say you mentioned it to your kids. Are you trying to take them through the process of how to learn how to do it, or you just mentioned the overall concept?
Well, I just mentioned overall concept because I'm still trying to learn it. Once I learn it, then I can pass it on down to them.
Yeah.
You know, but it definitely should be. I'm just trying to get them out of that habit of
get the money, spend
you know, getting the money and spending it. You know, like that. You know, back on that article. I'm telling you, man. I was looking at. I collect 574.
Yeah, I was about to say your thing. Everybody got their thing.
I collect 574s. I collect these phone trainers. So I want to get into the Jordan Dunks, the ones.
Bruh.
Well, I work, so I ain't got time to be sitting on the damn in those 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. You know what I mean? But when these shoes sell, and then you go to Stadium Goods, and these shoes like $200, $300, $400. When they was just $125, you could have caught them. Bruh. I'm like, man, ain't no way y'all boys spending $200, $300 on these shoes. Y'all wasting your money, man.
300,
I'm not doing that.
300, Gerald. That's a good day. Like, dog,
I was saying.
Dog, them Travis Scotts.
No, I'll just look at they go up to about $2,000.
Yes.
Shoes.
But then it'd be like,
you know, back.
Go ahead.
You know, go ahead. No, I was gonna say, well, back to that article, man. We are our own. We kill ourselves trying to be materialistic, man. Like I
Yeah,
stopped
we do.
being materialistic years ago. Like years ago, I stopped being materialistic because all you gonna catch me now is
Yeah.
t-shirts. That's all you gonna catch me in t-shirt, jeans, fresh pair of shoes, and a hat. That's all you gonna catch me. I got a group of guys I'm on the chat with on Facebook. All they talk about, yeah, but I'm gonna go get this track hawk. I'm gonna go get this demon as Hellcat. You know, little dope. But I'm like, that's all good, but what does that mean? Who are you impressing? Us? Because ain't no girls like this. I was like, what y'all need to do with y'all money invest in is 2 guys in this group that drive trucks. Why don't you invest in a truck?
Yeah.
You know what I
Hey,
mean?
let me.
Get
You're
that
right.
money, get that legal money coming in. Help us help you. But no, you want to go out here and you want to buy material stuff. You don't even own a house,
Bruh.
but you want a damn $100,000 car,
Bruh.
an $80,000 car. Where's your house? I
Yeah.
don't understand it. I don't
I
get
don't
it.
either, dog.
It's funny you said that because a friend of mine, when we were together in business, we did a couple of things. When she left, that's what she did. She invested into buying trucks. She just bought trucks, and then she found her some drivers for her trucks, and now she sits and makes money the easy way, because she got drivers out there, and they driving routes, but they're pretty much leasing their trucks from her. So
Right?
Gerald was just saying that, but on the other end, man, people, to me, if you're gonna spend that much money on shoes, you have to spend that much money on them in order to flip them. You can't want to put that on your foot. There's collectors out there, and then there's consumers. Once you get over a certain price, you got to be a collector, and you got to be willing to sell your shoes. You can't just want to put them on your feet for somebody to say, "Oh, they look good,"
Well, see,
because
Right.
I might look down at your shoes once. I'm not gonna sit there and gawk at your $400 Jordans
listen,
just
I
because.
I like
No.
shoes, and I got Jordans. I got
I do too.
LeBrons. I got some more Adidas. I got a lot of different stuff, but I
I
budget.
count on one hand, how many times you wore those
Well, the
shoes.
thing is,
So,
because of the pandemic now. Like I'm not a sneakerhead. I'm not somewhere where I got a pair of Jordans in some glass case that ain't gonna never get worn. You best believe if the money
no,
came out my pocket, it's going on my feet. Like that's not what I'm doing. And that lends to the fact that why I won't spend 500. Like my limit is whatever retail is, and
yeah,
that's where, like Gerald said earlier, I work, I budget, and I have
yeah,
like I budget for miscellaneous spending. Now, if miscellaneous spending means some shoes this time, then that's what it means. That means that if I buy those shoes, I can't buy a watch, I can't buy a t-shirt or whatever it is. It's like I pick and choose. And the thing is, I might be wearing some Jordans, but
yeah.
or I might wear some polo, or I might wear whatever expensive. But you can best believe I didn't pay expensive for it. Like, Isaiah and Zach used to always be like, you got all this, like, especially like I had a lot of polo stuff at the time when they was in high school. And I'm like, I ain't paid full price for none of that stuff. I'm on the clearance rack. I'm on the Father's Day sale, the Thanksgiving Day sale, whatever it is, man. It's like I mean I get the whole reselling, you can make some money, but I can't do that, man.
You said one thing though. You said you bought them retail. I'm talking about when I'll listen in on my son and their friend. They're not on the retail spots like we are. We're like, hey, if I don't catch that Nike or FootLocker.com or Foot whatever at the retail price, oh well, I missed those shoes. These dudes on GOAT, Stadium Good, all of these markups, and I'm like, no, man, that's not for you. I said, you're making yourself a consumer when you're willing to spend $400 or $500 for a shoe that you just seen sold for 125, 150 bucks. I'm like, you can't be that guy.
You can't. And the thing is, lately, man, I've been looking at YouTube, man. So they got, especially let's take Jordans. With Jordans, they have truly fake Jordans where, it's like, it ain't got the jump man on it. It might got a dude crossing over and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like them, the ones that can come from Walmart or something. But then they got unauthorized authentic is what they call it. So these shoes come from the same area, factories right across the street, same material. Like, I mean, you got to be like a true like sneakerhead and stare at somebody's shoes to know the difference. I'm about to head down that path because bruh, I buy Jordans not because they Jordans. I buy Jordans because I like the way they look. So
like the look.
If they look exactly the same and I'm paying $125, it's fine with me, bro. Hey, I'm married. I got my prize. I ain't trying to impress nobody but her. She know they fake.
Hey, don't do it. Hey, Albert. Hey, don't buy
Bruh,
them fakes. Don't do that. I will tell you, I got screwed. I got screwed on a
you
pair
gotta
of
know.
Air
You
Force
gotta.
Ones. No, I got screwed on I got screwed on a pair of Kobe's. The high top Kobe. The Kobe. I think the Kobe 9. The one we hit. They
Yeah,
look like a
yeah.
damn
I know
boot.
some. I know some.
They real
The
high.
space boot ones. Yeah.
I got some out somebody's trunk. Now I ain't know no better. I knew of the shoe, but I ain't know what to look for in the shoe. Dude said he had some Kobe, the Kobe 9s. I was like, oh, but I won't pair of them. I'm going in his trunk and I'm looking at the shoe, looking at the box, and they came. I was like, these can't be real. But he pitched it to me like they're real. I'm like, man, these can't be real right here, man. So I buy the shoe and I go look the shoe up. Once I start learning about the shoe, I go look the shoe up online. Then I see somebody in the gym with the Kobe's on, and my Kobe's don't look like his. My tongue was first off, the tongue was too fat. The tongue was fat, and then the tongue was leaning to the side. Like the tongue wasn't even the shoe no more. The shoe's supposed to go straight up down. It's a thin tongue. So while I wear the shoe, I'm constantly turning my tongue back to the left, back to the center. Every time I wear the shoe, I gotta turn my tongue back because my tongue want to go this way. So it did. The shoe so paper thin on the bottom, I feel the ground. I like, man, these shoes can't be. This ain't how this shoe supposed to feel. Now I ain't never wore about Kobe 9s, but I know this ain't right. So needless to say, I watched the car cut the grass in the shoes.
Girl, I'm telling you, I've been doing research, girl. Listen, there's levels to fakes. What you just described, you had on some AAAs. AAAs is you had on some AAAs. Well, they just threw some stuff together. They might have made them in Africa for all I know. But then, like I'm telling you though, you gotta check out this dude and shout out to MK the Truth. If you look up MK the Truth on YouTube, MK the Truth, and like if you follow him on Instagram, like you can get the unauthorized authentics from the people who they not trying to sell them to you as real. They tell you they unauthorized authentic, meaning they not selling through Nike, but they still in China or they still in Singapore, wherever they make the actual Nikes. And the material, all the stuff is exactly the same. It's like you might have where the toe box, the part on the front of the shoe, it might be a little bit more boxy and instead of rounded than the other. I'm telling you, check out that dude MK the Truth, dog. And dog, when you see the shoes, like I'm telling you, dog, you when you see them and you get them in hand, you be like, oh, these real. It'll take a real like Jordan head, sneaker head to come take your shoe off your feet. Look at the insole. Oh no, say nah, dog. Your insole ain't right. This ain't real. Like I don't care nothing about that insole, bro. Like I'm not paying $500 for the Jordan 4 breads. It's just not happening. So it's whatever. Long as it look good on the feet. And I ain't trying to get none of them Kobe's where I can feel the ground either now.
No.
My damn feet be hurt when I wear them damn things. But I thought I was the coolest shit until I found out they were fake.
Boy.
I was so mad. And then when I actually found the shoe, right?
G,
because I wanted to do.
Did they look good though?
Now that you realize they were fake, they did.
I wish I could break it down and show you these damn shoes. I still got them. I got them now. I wear them around the house. I don't wear them out. I don't wear
so
them
you
out.
Saying if you wore them, I know they fake.
Yeah.
I got some.
First thing you'll do is notice why my tongue's so fat. That was the first thing you're gonna notice. The damn tongue is just huge. It's wide, boy. Then that motherfucker just it's showing my shin bone. You know what I mean? You can see the shoestrings and then my skin. The damn tongue over here. Look like my shoes tired or something. They just sleep.
Hey, I got a pair of Jordan. I got one pair of fakes. Well, unauthorized, authentic, fake, whatever you want to call them. I guarantee you right now, if you go get the real one, you won't know the difference. Money.
I probably don't. Yeah, I'm
gonna tell you.
I mean,
even a sneakerhead, when they walking past me on the street, they ain't gonna know the difference. Now, if they take the real and they take the fake, and they got them both side by side investigating, yeah, they'll know they fake. But that ain't. Who cares? I don't care nothing about what they think. And you ain't gonna never have my shoe in your hand, so you don't know.
Exactly.
Hey,
Dead. You take my shoe off my foot when I'm dead. There you go.
hey, again, I'm not I'm not out here trying to impress the public. My wife say the shoes look good.
Boom.
Hey,
Go.
hey, like Grace said, if I don't get them, I don't get them. I just go buy me some fresh 574,
Yeah.
and that's it. You know what I mean? If I can get a pair of them damn ones one day, I can catch it. I get up. I don't care what color it is. I'm gonna get them. But I ain't paying no more than $125 for them shoes. It's not when the shoe was $125.
Yeah.
Like this, it's $125. I wish my son would come to me like, Dad, I found these shoes. Let me see them. $300, huh? You know the shoe came out last week. It was $125. No, ain't not doing that.
Well.
No.
You missed the mark on that one, boy. Which is not gonna happen.
Yeah, I was about to say because Jordans, they release Jordans every Saturday, dog, and them things sell at 10 o'clock. They go on sale at 10:02. They sold out. If they last that long.
If they last that long.
But you know, I was telling my daughter, she want to start collecting those. And I was like, look here, I don't mind buying you the shoes because, you know, you're a good kid, you're a good student, you do what you're supposed to do. I was like, but if you want these shoes, you're going to have to wake your ass up at 6 o'clock in the morning and sit online. I'm not doing it. I'm not going to wake up that early for no damn shoe. I was like, I'll buy them all day, but she want a certain color. And I was like, look here, when it comes to these shoes right here, you can't wait for a certain color. You just got to get what you get and buy something to go with it once you get them. Because these colors they not gonna. You might not see this color again until next year.
They release, like you said, the Jordan 1s. They release a lot of those. They release more Jordan 1s than they release of anything, any other Jordans. And like you said, she may not be able to get the University blue, but she might be able to get the black and white. It's like you just got to be happy with what you get, unless you're gonna pay like Gray was saying, unless you're going on GOAT or StockX, and now you definitely paying double the price minimum. That's a good deal. Like if the Jordan 1 costs $170, you get it for $325, $350. That's a good. You got a deal.
Yeah. You sitting there looking at, I'm looking while we talking at a pair of camo mids that I bought last year.
Yeah.
I haven't even taken them out the box. Stadium Goods got them for $285 in my size. I paid $125 for them. So I should be selling them, but you know, I'm too lazy. I'm too lazy to go out here and put them online, wait for somebody to bid on them, then I gotta go to the store and send them to you.
Yeah.
Damn it. If you can't come by the house and
Yeah, but Gray, you sitting on a gold mine right now, though.
For real, like
I think I spent that $285.
It's crazy. It's crazy. Jordans are an investment. Like if you plan on going that route, Jordans can be an investment. Like if you get you some Travis Scott Jordans for retail, which would be about $225, you hold on to them things for about a year. Them things be worth $1,000 on GOAT.
Yeah.
$1,000.
Hey, Gray. Hey, Gray. If your son can you say, Dad, I got a business investment, but I need $500. You gonna be like, you know what?
I'm gonna
sell these shoes. I'm gonna sell these shoes by $600. I got your money. Give me
no doubt. I mean, between but I've told him that if he would do it, he could sell them because I got these, the patent leather camos that I bought for him that he didn't like. They sitting in there. They're on like $225, $250, and 2 pair of Jordans I never wore. The Jordan 4s and another pair that I never wore. I don't even know. See, I'm gonna be honest with you. The numbers ain't even hard for me to be. I either like them or I don't.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Well, my AAU, I had 2 AAU players used to do the flip shoes, and I thought like, hey, I was like, man, that's hella entrepreneurish. It's like they used to flip the shoes. Exactly. Like
I mean, it is.
Dorian and Kel, I was like, man, y'all always got the new shoes, but like I promise you, they wouldn't keep them for more than like 2 weeks, and then they be flipping them for They flip them for enough money to have a profit and buy the next shoe. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, hey, do what you do, dog. Like you go out here and buy a $250 pair of shoes, you flip it for $500. Now you buy you a $200 pair of shoes, $200 pair of shoes, you got $50. So, hey, do what you do. And I was like, hey, while you at it, get me a pair.
Yeah.
There you go.
Now we're gonna circle back to the black wealth.
But yeah.
Go ahead.
You know, we just gotta, you know, a lot of us just gotta stop trying to impress family members or impress your friends or do all, you know, I got this car for me. I was turning 40 and never bought nothing brand new. I wanted something different. I bought this car for me, not to I bought the car because I want to be the first one with this or with that, or you know what I mean? I hear a lot of people just want to buy stuff because they want to up the other person. They want to up this person. They want to up this person. One guy, before we go back on the one guy bought a track hawk. He said, "Man, I thought I was gonna buy this track hawk and get all kind of." He's like, "Man, you women don't care about this car." I said, "I tried to tell you that."
She don't know the difference between a Laredo and a track hawk.
Right, they don't know nothing. That's a damn Jeep Cherokee. You know what I mean?
That's all she knows.
You talking about all the signature parts of it. All she see is the name on the back of the hood. I'm on the back of the truck.
Right.
Like, you know I got a track hawk, right? Like, you mean that Jeep Cherokee outside?
Exactly.
It's a Jeep Cherokee.
You can buy your car for whatever reason you want, because you know what? You bought it, but you were responsible enough to take care of everything before that. You own a house. If you choose to go out and buy that car because you were bored and you can afford to do it, you do it. We got to stop guilting ourselves into why we bought something, because we do that to ourselves a lot. We'll be like, you know what? Go spend some money. Yeah, I know they always say we spend money and we shouldn't do this and that. Look, man, if I want something and I know I can afford it and everything else is paid for, I say to tell you, I'm buying it.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you, be honest with you, I rode from the Jeep dealer from Greer to the one over here off of Lawrence Road looking for your car. In black, because I was like, I'm going to see if I can get this car. So it is what it is.
But
it is
when it comes to, like I say, you know, like you said, tying it back into the wealth though, it's like you know, like Grace said, you prepared to buy that car. You know what I'm saying? You didn't just go out and buy that car. You wasn't living check to check, and then it's like, you know what? I already got a car payment, so let me go out and get this fancy car because it's gonna, like you say, get me some more girls or whatever. You made preparations to buy that car, just like you made preparations to buy your house. And budgeting is the preparations, and that's huge in, you know, handling your finances, because you can't get to no wealth if you don't know how to budget. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it ain't just about saying, okay, I'm gonna save. Like, you got to have a budget to know when you're gonna save, how much you're gonna save, what's the goal. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't, like you say, it ain't not, you can't have nothing, but it's gotta be in retrospect to your finances. You know what I mean? You can't be out here where you got $100,000 car and you ain't got no house. Like, that's just not fiscally smart. It's not.
Hell no.
You know, because that car,
car
depreciates soon as you roll off the lot. Like, you know what I'm saying? As soon as you buy your house, it starts appreciating. You know what I mean? So we just gotta be smarter with our money.
We just need education. You know what I mean? Everybody need to quit trying to just, you know, you just need to invest. They need to learn more about stock. Need to learn more about cryptocurrency. Need to learn more about everybody. Like Isaiah said, everybody can't be a business person. Everybody don't have that thing to be a business savvy person to go. You know what I mean? But you know, don't waste your money when you have opportunity to do other stuff. Get us out of this black people can't have nothing talk. You know what I mean? You can have whatever you want if you put your money to it.
Yeah.
It's just the knowledge, man.
I mean, in investing, that can be as simple as putting more money in your 401k at work if you have 401k at work, or if you have stock options that you can invest in, or just, you know, getting a simple Roth IRA. I mean, it don't have to be complicated like, oh, well, I don't know about how to read stock portfolios or whatever. It's like, you can do simple stuff. It's just about, like you say, financial education.
That's all it is, man. It's just education and rubbing elbows or being around the right people that can help you learn more about where you trying to go with your money. You know what I mean?
Don't be afraid to ask questions. You got, because
I'm still learning. I'm still learning. I don't even know how I budget in a $700 car payment, but I did it. You know what I mean?
But you had your house first.
But I had the house first. But you go from no car payment to $7. Like, where that money come from? Like, what the?
I wasting money out on every Friday
well,
night.
You know what? I'm about to say, just like what Gerald said, or just like what Gray just said, you change your lifestyle. Like, whatever you were spending your money on before, you didn't keep that up. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you can have the expensive stuff, but you can't, before you get the expensive stuff, you can't be clubbing all the time. Clubbing that's money. You clubbing all the time. Now you got the
Right.
$700 car payment. At some point, clubbing got to stop so you can pay the $700 payment.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
But I mean,
gotta think about
the wealth is we just gotta hell, we got YouTube, we got friends, you got Gray and all that cryptocurrency stuff, man. I learned
I
about
got an
ETFs.
inside man. I can honestly tell you, I don't think I have the time to sit down and learn everything you need to learn this late in the game because there's so many different cryptocurrencies out there. You can learn it. I'm not saying you can't. I'm just saying I don't think I have the time. So I truly have to rely on other people that I trust to tell me where to go and when to do it. So it's kind of like Isaiah says, don't be afraid to ask questions. So when like they start talking and it goes over my head, I tell them, look, we went too far with the conversation. Tell me what your best recommendation as far as what we need to invest in. And then I'll do that. But like I tell people, my portfolio is not for me. It's for my kids. I know I can't get rich off of what I'm investing in right now. But it kind of goes to that generational wealth thing that you were saying. Here's your building block. Where you take this portfolio from here is up to you. And if the next generation of your kids does the same thing, we might can have some generational wealth at one point for somebody else. But
and that's the whole point. That's the whole point. I'm like, we hear it and we think you got to start with this abundance amount of money. It's not that. It's like, really, if you the catalyst in your family for generational wealth, you probably won't see the whole benefit of it. You starting it so that your kids can keep it going, then their kids can keep it going, then their kids can keep it going. But I mean, overall, we just like Gerald said, you gotta go out here and learn. You gotta go out here and ask questions, financial education. Because if you never learn, then you ain't gonna know what to do. You just out here, blind leading the blind. So, but
and it's almost like, now I didn't get to watch the whole thing with you and old buddy. It's almost with the life insurance. A lot of these white people, how they get their money is inheritance.
Bruh.
That's where their money come from. And for black people, we don't leave no money we don't have no inheritance.
30%.
We don't have no life insurance. We starting our kids off with nothing but a damn burial bill. You know what I mean?
30% of
that's where white people get a lot of their money.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
30% of white families come into an inheritance, where in comparison, only 10% of black families come into an inheritance. And that's the thing. It's like life insurance is. That's what I'm saying. Like, even if you live in check to check, technically, life insurance is still something you can do. It's not like you got to have a whole bunch of money, and then when you die, at least get enough to cover the house. If you buy a house, get enough to cover the house. Right. Now your kids got the house; it's paid for. They can either sell it for more money, or they can live in it and not have any bills. You know what I'm saying? Not have no mortgage or something. So
you got to have some stipulations too. You can't just leave your life insurance to somebody and not have some stipulations. That person get that lump sum of money, they're going crazy. Yeah, trust me. I watched it with my own eyes. In my own family, people get life insurance money. Yeah. Year later, you're right back in the same position, because habits are habits, as we all know. Yeah. If that's your spending habits, all you're going to do is spend more when you get more money. You're not going to all of a sudden become this frugal person because you have more money. You're going to become a bigger spender now. So you got to have some you got to have some stipulations in those life insurance policies. So
yeah.
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
But I'll tell you this though. My ex, she used to run paper. I guess she done the books for banks or whatever, and she would come across these white people. I'm talking about, they got millions of dollars and wouldn't leave their kids nothing because of family issues. They would take all the millions of dollars and invest it in charity. That would be their policy whenever they left this world.
Yeah.
Yeah,
she's seeing all the paperwork and stuff like that. They would leave their kids nothing because the kids, they either don't get along, don't respect the mama, or it's just too many family issues. And they be like, you know what? I ain't leaving y'all shit. I'm gonna put all my money in charity when I die. And I even tell my kids, I look at what they're doing now, and I tell them, I was like, look, I don't know how long I'll be here, but I got a plan. But if y'all don't either go to school, take up some type of trade, if you don't do something, have some type of career, you ain't getting this money.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that right now.
Like Gray said, the stipulations.
Y'all show me right now, y'all gonna blow it. Y'all gonna blow it.
Yeah.
I'll tell them I tell them. I was like, I ain't leaving y'all shit. Every time they do something wrong, I was like, you know what? I ain't leaving y'all shit. I tell them all the time, boy. I was like, son, you was gonna get that card. Now, you know what? I'm gonna get that motherfucker away to somebody else. Man, if I'm gonna get to your cousin who deserves it.
Oh, wow.
But but that's part of education too. Changing your spending habits. You got to learn more about how finances work. So a lot of us, we start out where we don't have no education and we develop these habits, like Grace said, and then habits don't change easily. It's hard to change spending habits, especially if you've been doing it for years and years and years, and then you just come into more money. It's like if you live above your means when you making $20,000 a year, then you get an inheritance of $500,000. You about to blow through that $500,000.
She gone. She gone.
Yeah. So and that's the thing,
first thing you gonna do. First thing you gonna do about a $50,000 watch. All right, why do you need that?
You
know what I mean? Why?
Listen, Alva. I watched the interview with Alvin Kamara. Alva said he hadn't spent none of his football money for the first 6 years he been in the league. He's like, and the guy was like, why? He's like, when I was in college, he said, man, I played in JUCO. He said, in JUCO, I had to eat, ham sandwiches and whatever, oodles and noodles. He's like, if I can survive on that, why wouldn't I get this lump sum of money? My life got to change. Like, I'm not saying I'm eating, ramen noodles, but I ain't got to have all that stuff. Like, I live off my endorsements and that's it.
Yeah, it's funny because it was like I was listening to Draymond Green bought a bottle of $5,000 champagne or wine to celebrate Steph Curry breaking Will Chamberlain's record.
Yeah.
But he picked up the phone and he called the owner and said, this is going to show up in our expense report. I'm not paying for this. Draymond got crazy amounts of money, but he still remembers that $5,000 is a lot of money.
Yeah.
See, your perception of money changes. A lot of people, when you're poor and you get a lot of money or get money, your perception of $20 changes. Isaiah and I've had this conversation. $20 is $20. I don't care how much money you have elsewhere. If somebody owes you $20, treat it as such. It's $20, and I want my $20.
And that's why I was taking that same mentality when the stimulus, all these stimuluses came out. You roll through Facebook, you see these people out here trying to act like they really getting it. They like, if $1,400 will change your life, then you ain't no grown up or something. I'm like, listen, you think for somebody, $1,400 could be a huge investment, and it could change their life. Like Gerald said about GameStop, if they had got in on GameStop with that first 600 back in 2020, who knows? You know what I'm saying? I say if you don't think 600 is a lot of money, when next celebrity you see out, if you see somebody, roll up to them and ask them for $600. See if they give it to you.
Exactly. Exactly. It counts the same. I try to
LeBron about to be a billionaire. Jordan is already a billionaire. I bet you Jordan won't give you $1,400.
I bet you he actually has changed when he paid for something at a store. Exactly. So I mean, I don't understand people's concept of that.
Jordan go tell you how to make $1,400. That's what he gonna do.
Exactly.
That's how to make it.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So, like you say, the concept of money can't change regardless of the amount of money you get. Like $20 is $20. And once you break the $20, that's pretty that's why I don't like to have cash. Because if I break a $20 bill, it's pretty much whatever I just spent on that. Like if something costs $12 and I had a $20 bill, the rest of that $8, I might as well go ahead and blow because that's what's gonna happen. So that's why I don't keep cash on me. I hate it. Look. Funny thing is, you be coming out the store and then somebody like, hey, brother, man, you got some change to spare. I really don't be lying to them. Like, man, I ain't got no cash, dog. If you got a phone, I can cash app you some money.
Hey, that's like a $100 bill, boy. I had a $100 bill one day, and something cost $5.
Dog,
no, it was like
it's over.
It was like $20. I was like, man, if I break this bill, it's gone.
So
for some odd reason, it's like when you break $100, you just keep spending.
Dog.
I keep $100 in my pocket for a long time until I be like, fuck around, forget my wallet, and be like, damn. And next thing I know, you spend part of that $100, it's gone. Because now you finna go do this. You finna go, I gotta stop by vitamin shop. Let me go get and spend it. You know what I mean? You just something about breaking them big bills. They just don't last long.
I'm telling you, dog. That's why you gotta. I got Apple Pay.
Many old man in my life. I got that old man mentality. I'll keep $120, $150 in my pocket forever, but I'll swipe my card in a heartbeat. Both think about it till I check my budget. But that money in my cash in my pocket, I will not touch.
Hey, I roll up at a store.
Hey,
I roll up at.
Hey, I'll be like, hey, I got this $100. Nah, he got my debit card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the last time about a month ago I had a 20 in my car, and then I went to QT to get some chips or something, and it was like $1.99. I'm like, y'all got Apple Pay? Like, let me tap it.
I won't touch the cash.
Yeah.
let me tap it. Like, I can't even do it, dog. Like, I can have the 20.
It's the same, but for some reason it just changes my stress level.
What does that mean mentally, though? Yeah, what does that mean mentally that we can't spend what's in our pocket, but we gonna
stress level, man. It's like I see it leaving.
Because
when you see it leaving, your heart rate goes up.
And see, for me, like when I spend that $1.99 with the Apple Pay, that's exactly $1.99 that came out of my account. I ain't got to worry about this extra 1801
exactly.
sitting in my car. Because if I got 1801 sitting in my car, that means I got $3 bills. So the next time I stop, I'm at $3, $5, $10. Like, let's go.
You know, you reach down and your 20's gone. Yeah, it's just hard.
Hey, boy.
Something about that, dog.
It's security though, because sometimes when you really need it and you're in a situation, you be like, damn, I forgot I had this in my damn pocket. Then you'll know when to use it, but when you don't have to, boy, you're not gonna spend that little $150 in your pocket.
No.
You're not gonna break them bills.
Nah.
Something about looking at them bills.
Nah.
You know, it's just.
I feel like if I have cash, I spend it faster than if I swipe my card. So that's why it's mental, and I say that this, man, whatever tricks or mental tips you got to do to keep your money. If you so that's what I say. But man, we're gonna go ahead and wrap this thing up. We're gonna continue this generational wealth talk. You know, later on, I got Zach Lloyd of Chosen Generation Builders coming on to a future episode. So we're gonna come on and let him give us some tips on small business ownerships and how to go about getting those things, whether or not to have an LLC or whether or not to have doing business as or whatever that kind of stuff is. We'll let him talk on that. But don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe for the guys down the street. It's the local dudes, Gerald, Gray, and Isaiah. We out of here. Peace.
Out.
We don't got this gon' eat. See right here we talk fast. It's real talk we gon' speak. See right here we talk fast. It's real talk we gon' speak. We don't guys on the street. We don't guys on the street. We don't got this gon' eat. We don't got this gon' eat. See right here we talk fast. It's real talk we gon' speak. See right here we talk fast. It's real talk we gon' speak.